Bonjour à tous. Hello everyone. When we think on philosophy of society, indeed, more thinking on how to love each other is having a way of thinking that I good if all good. Quand on réfléchit à la philosophie de la société, on effectue plus de réflexions sur la façon des humains avec une façon de penser que je suis bien si tout va bien. Like my body and its organism, those things to law of nature in biology, comme mon corps et ces organismes, cela pensée aux lois de la nature en biologie. We observe how a buffalo as a wild cow in society help its fellow individual from carnivores, and also how African dogs are more organized as a social animals that live in a large pack, but hyena are in a smaller clan. I use intentionally clan vocabulary in a street pack as an analogy of barbaric right of tribe in Homo sapiens. While philosophy think on a civil citizen as a homogeneous in shrinking hierarchy, then ecclesiastic individually in migrant countries to love our nation and rule of law despite diversity in ethnicity by its individual custom and right in culture. Political parties in each country by their system of government supposed to organize a union society for good life. Thus, philosophy think to contemporary as a politic is a main item for having energy by good economy and budget for all in proportion. Les partis politiques dans chaque pays par le système de gouvernement sont censés organiser une société syndicale pour une bonne vie. Et ici, la philosophie pense au contemporain comme l'élément principal pour avoir de l'énergie par une bonne économie et un budget proportion pour tous. Substance and attribute in posteriori part 6. Thus, posteriori is more approaching to Aristotle and Democritus when principle is identity of matter, and this essence has an identical space and time as a priority of geometrical qualitative on number arithmetic. Whereas in 21st century 2023, one step in transcendental of logic for mathematical predicate form of Aristotle when cited, each substance is the same as its essence. So each substance is identical and definition. Language is the account of the essence. Primarily substance, most principle of insight. Matter form composite is primarily substance based on a logical form. Substance as a thing or virtue of themselves. End of the quote. Chaque substance est la même que son essence. Donc chaque substance est identique. Et la définition longue est la compte de l'essence. La matière forme composite est une substance principale basé sur la forme logique, les substances comme choses ou vecteurs en elles-mêmes. Now, I think on analyzing Euclidean geometry in 21st century as a consequent form of Aristotle or space and time as a categorical reason in conception of Kant. Thus, I remember the serial and parallel resistors as the same number by different geometrical shape in space causes new qualitative as a priority for quantitative concept of electricity by alternating magnet and direct current. A yes and no to Edison and Tesla, which both still are value and sound by diminishing fossil fuels and electrical transportation for climate change. Two main types of circuit: series parallel. Series circuit component connected end to end but in parallel type, the component connected side by side, so current in parallel divided by unit ampere, while voltage is a measure of electrical push from batteries give to electron, which is the measure of energy in joules, to give each packet of electrons coulomb. Thus, voltmeter measures joule per coulomb or volts. Voltmeter always added in circular parallel logic form, while electrical current coulombs per second or ampere. Amp or ampere or ampere must connect in series. Resistance is opposite of current and measured in ohm. If connected in series, thus V equal V1 plus V2, and I current by unit of ampere is equal I1 equal I2, and total resistor is equal R1 plus R2, while always equation formula in series and parallel is V equal I multiply R. Thus, total resistors is the sum of each components in series, while if components connected in different geometrical form in parallel, the total current ampere is equal I1 plus I2, and total voltage is equal V1 and V2, and all voltage are same. Total resistor is less than each one, as the total R is equal 1 divide R1 plus 1 divide R2. When resistors is high, so I as a current ampere is dim and low, and power or rate of work per time unit is joule per second, and 1 watt is a 1 joule per second. And equation is P as a power equal volt multiply I as a current, as a represent energy transfer, as an important equation to justify transistor electrical energy in cables through electromagnet rather direct in long distances. Whereas philosophy in essence of substance think deeper then role of very equation, physical formula of series and parallel resistors, whereas perceive on essence matter of copper by one free electron has a conductivity, while insulators like wood, glass, or rubber not. All which I said is Euclidean geometry, while philosophy of posteriori by Update Science in 2023 has its logical polynomial quadrant and its hyperbolic geometry as a new version of 21st century philosophy of logic. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.